Hello, Medford Arts Center Poetry Gathering friends. This is Vince.
This is Naomi.
Welcoming you to a very special edition of Medford Arts Center Poetry Gatherings on the road. Occasionally, Naomi and I are going to bring you to faraway places. Some more far, some more near. But either way, we'll be visiting locations that inspire artists. We'll be sharing their words, and we'll be encouraging you to visit and explore for yourself. So sit back and enjoy Medford Arts Center Poetry Gatherings on the road.
Hi everyone. We are very excited to bring you today to this historical property. Originally built in 1800 by Paul Hunton, this home was the homestead of Alice Paul and became known as Paulsdale in 1883. And I'm just going to pan around the property. I believe this might be the front of the property, although it appears to be the back. There are porches on both the front and the back, but the entrance is here. It's a beautiful day. Look at those great trees. Alice Paul was born here in 1885 and became one of the leaders of the campaign for the 19th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, paving the way for women being given the right to vote. She was born into a Quaker family, and her efforts mirrored her parents' values of gender equality, education for women, and a mission to improve society. For a woman living at that time, it's important to note that she received a master's degree from Columbia in 1907 and a PhD from the University of Pennsylvania in 1910. Her education about the women's rights and suffrage movements began in England when she was still a student. She returned to the United States and began to develop her relationships and connections with other suffragettes, which then led to her legacy as a leader in the suffragette movement. And there, I'm just going to step back a little bit so you can see it in its entirety. Somewhat. The Alice Paul Institute was founded in 1984 to honor Alice Paul's legacy and further her ideals. This home was purchased by the foundation in 1990, and it is not only a historic landmark, but has grown into a center which offers leadership and educational programs as well as tours and talks. During this time of COVID-19, the Institute is offering virtual programs. So I would encourage you all to explore this landmark by going to alicepaul.org, and I will post that link at the bottom of our YouTube channel in the comment section, so you could see that for yourself. And I'm just going to walk around here again. Oh, I'm going to go slowly so you don't get too dizzy. Look at these beautiful trees. Look at that. And there you go. This is part of that porch. Here's the building. And again, you can probably see a little bit of this front. This is how you would come into the property. There's a parking lot, ample parking on the side. Okay. And here I'm just going to walk over here. When you enter, you would see this sign. This building is part of the Women's Heritage Trail. And we are coming up to, and here you go, here's their membership or member information board or information center. I'm coming up onto the porch, and if you were to come to visit here, you would see these beautiful long windows. You would, if you were on a tour, you would be able to look inside and explore the inside. And here you go. This is a National Historic Landmark. And look who we have here. There you go. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the painting that Vince is holding. I'm going to try this. Here we go. This is a very special surprise. Vince is holding up a painting of a woman, Alice Paul herself. This image of Alice Paul was painted by Pam Wallenhurst. Pam is a member artist and past education director of the Medford Arts Center, located in Medford, New Jersey. Pam told me that she had culled through the archives while researching a little bit about Alice Paul and found a newspaper clipping which led to this painting several years ago. And she graciously donated this work to the Alice Paul Institute, where it has been on display in the boardroom. We are so grateful to Pam Wallenhurst. Thank you, Pam, and the Alice Paul Institute for allowing us to share this beautiful painting with you. And now I am going to let Vince work his magic.
Alice Paul inspired millions of women. One of those women was an artist born in 1871 in North Adams, Massachusetts. She was a writer and an activist and a suffragette as well, and she too was arrested in 1917 as one of the silent sentinels picketing outside the White House in Washington, D.C. Alice Paul inspired Catherine Ralston Fisher to write these words. I watched a river of women, rippling, purple, white, and golden, stream toward the national capital. Along its border, like a purple flower floating, moved a young woman, worn, wraith-like, all eyes alight, keenly observing the marchers. Out there on the curb, she looked so little, so lonely. Few appeared even to see her. No one saluted her. Yet commander was she of the column, its leader. She was the spring whence arose that irresistible river of women, streaming steadily towards the national capital. Catherine Ralston Fisher. Thank you all for joining us on this very special edition of Medford Arts Center Poetry Gatherings on the Road. We look forward to seeing you soon. This is Vince.
This is Naomi. Thank you for being part of this adventure with us. We look forward to celebrating poetry with you again. Please check the YouTube channel or the Medford Arts website, and stay safe. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.